Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for some more Rash! Raygo reaction. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Raygo Reactions. On today's episode, we've got something cool. We're going to be doing After Image by Rush. Now, this song has came from one of our subscribers by the name of Catherine, with a little story as well to tell us about the song before I listen to it. So first of all, thank you very much, Catherine. You're an absolute legend. Thank you for requesting and donating to the channel. Catherine said, After Image, a song was written by Neil Peart. It's a tribute to Robbie Whelan, an audio engineer at Le Studio, part of the road crew and a close personal friend of the band. Something cool was he taught Neil how to cross-country ski, and they would ski to the studio often. It's mentioned in the song. Tragically, Robbie died in a car accident in 1983 on his way to the studio at the age of 31. Now, that is tragic. So young. And in 1983 as well, it makes you think how far back Rush go, that they were making music throughout the 70s, and it's just crazy to think how long they've lasted, and how up until Neil Peart passed away, they were still all brothers, and now you've got them on stage playing. Although it's only two of them, they're still brothers. So cool. But this is what that song is about. It's a homage to their friend. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to react to it. We're going to watch the video, and more, we're probably going to pause it at some point and shred the guitar. If you're thinking, what's all this rash? It's been a heat wave, and I'm just getting rashes everywhere from all the heat. Anyway, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's get into this. Yo. Just a quick one. I think before Tom Hanks gets any older, we should do a Rush film, and Tom Hanks should play the professor. Who's with me? Let me know in the comments. Damn! Pinch harmonic! I'm trying to listen to lyrics, guys. Ooh! know what? It's definitely got that more 80s sound. A lot of you guys actually said in the comments, when you go on, you guys said I would prefer it personally, because you guys know I prefer a bit more classic-y rock. This is definitely leaning more into, it's still got some progressive vibe. It's definitely still got it, but it's you said in the 80s their albums definitely went a bit more, I mean, the progressive vibe's still there, but it's not as progressive as it was in the 70s. But I like the sound of this. It's and again, the time signatures aren't as crazy. I feel like because you guys have been showing me more songs that have been more 80s, definitely think they simmered it down a bit. And I wonder why that is. I wonder if they wanted to change it up a bit. I wonder if they were going with the fashion of the time. Maybe let's follow kind of what the scene's doing. You guys let me know if you actually have ever read anything on that, or Geddy or Alex have spoke about it, because there's definitely a big step from the 70s to the 80s stuff. What do you guys reckon? Let me know in the comments. But I can sense a big step. The time signatures are not as hectic. There's not as much progression. And again, I have to say I am enjoying it. I am enjoying it. Because I am a sucker when it comes to typicalness. I'm hearing more things that my ear, is expecting to hear. Whereas on the 70s stuff, it was, you can't pinpoint what they're gonna do next. I don't know which one I prefer, because I'm enjoying everything. Don't get it twisted, guys. By the way, someone said you should do the studio version of certain songs. We're gonna be doing all the albums as well, because we're doing live stuff, we're doing music videos, we're doing it all. So stay tuned, don't you worry. But them drums sound more 80s. And that synthesizer. That's the proggy bit.
I remember I feel the way you would. I feel the way you would. I feel the way you would. This just can't be understood. No.
Dude, look at that's real. They've kept that in because that was actually the professor just soaking it in for a second. It really was. Subdivisions keeps coming on every time I finish. I like that. I really did. The lyrics again were. I didn't really need to get into lyrics on that one. You can relate to them when you really listen. It's self-explanatory. Sad that. I feel like they're a very emotional band as well. Because the interview I watched with Geddy, I keep meaning to watch the Alex one as well. And hell, whilst I'm there, I might even react to the new girl drummer one. But they feel very emotional the way they talk. And I feel like I wonder if they've always been like that, or if it comes with age, that people get more emotional as they get a bit older. Because I've definitely sensed that when I've been around people. I feel like Geddy and Alex on this tour are probably more emotional than ever, actually, because I said it on the last one when they're watching is it Anika on the drums. I saw a clip where Geddy's just staring, and he looks like he's just like, oh, you know. But you would as well. But I think it's a good thing that they're touring, because the Professor would have wanted it. Not to get deep, but what do you guys think? I think the Professor would have wanted it. Anyway, talking about the riff. That's the bit that's the progressive bit, whereas that's what Alex was doing. I've seen him do it. That's how I know. It was something like that. Maybe it was that. So he's just going from that G to that. But one thing I was thinking, Geddy, his bass was going, you know, but then he was playing that sharp synthesizer. It was like, boom, these noises. I want to see how he played that live. I think he would, because one of them have got to be compromised. So the bass live, I think on this song, he'll be playing it with his foot pedal, and he'll just be going, because there's only so much you can do. So he'll just be hitting that A, boom, and then the synthesizer will be doing its thing, and then, but on the actual, but this is what's cool. In the recording studio, he will spice both of them up, whatever he wants to do. And I saw this clip once, and it was actually with Greta Van Fleet. I don't know if any of you guys have heard of them. They're only lads, so they're still new on the scene. But someone asked them, "Are you ever?" Because they play great live, and the keyboard player plays with his bass with his foot pedal as well whilst he's playing the keyboard. And he said, "Do you ever think in the studio you're not going to be able to replicate it, what you're doing live?" And he said, at the end of the day, on a CD, on a vinyl, that's forever. That's timeless. People can hear that in 300 years now. And we want that to be exactly what we want people to hear then. But live, I'll worry about that when it comes to rehearsals. If I can't do it, I'll compromise and I'll play something else that's very similar. It's always going to sound similar, but you want the album to be exactly how you want people to interpret you as a band. So I like that. And I like it when bands play the compromised versions live, because it's like, listen, this is a live band, and that's the beauty of it. That's why I think another thing I'm not fond of backing tracks, because you could get the backing track and then you could go, right, play this over it, because I can't do them both at once. It's like, nah, just, like I say, compromise it. People are still going to enjoy it at the end of the day. But you guys let me know what you think. Would you prefer to hear the original version in which we would have to use backing tracks, or would you prefer them to slightly compromise it and hear the slightly changed but live version? I think I know what you guys are all going to say, but let me know anyway. If you've enjoyed this video, you know what to do, ladies and gentlemen. Hit the like button, subscribe, because there's plenty more where this came from. I've got some stuff coming, trust me, some extra rush that you guys will enjoy. And if you want to request a song of your choice, follow the link in the description below, and you can also see it on screen now. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, peace out.
Blue, Raygo blue, Raygo blue, yeah, Raygo blue.
Welcome to my Patreon. I thought today we'd react to do some exclusive stuff, you know what I mean, for you little legends only. I want you guys to tell me if this song sucks. If it does, it's gone forever.
Joe's seen something he likes. Call it
Me
the old
like it.
squatting up bosh.